JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. Jamaica recorded 25 homicides to start December. There were 25 murders to start the month of December as the wanton killings and the bloodshed continued across the country. The Jamaica Constabulary Force reports that as of December 7, the murder toll stood at 1,085, which is 238 fewer, or an 18% drop year on year. Included in last week's murder statistic was a cut and tape brutal sting of a policeman at a gas station Friday night. The deceased couple has been identified as Corporal Christopher Smith, who was assigned to the Kingston Western Police Division. Reports are that at about 11 o'clock, Smith drove his private motor vehicle to the Texaco gas station on Beachwood Avenue in St. Andrew, where there was an active armed robbery. After Smith parked his vehicle, one of the gunmen pounced on the unsuspecting cop, shot him multiple times, and relieved him of his firearm. Jamaica recorded 1,060 murders over 11 months in 2024. The latest figures also show that two police divisions have recorded over 100 murders, St. James 120 and the St. Andrew South 115. Portland has the fewest with 13 murders, shootings, injured persons, rape, robbery and break-ins have declined year on year. Two men killed in separate St. Ann incidents. The killing of two men in separate incidents has pushed the homicide rate in St. Ann to 47 since January. The men were killed on Friday and Sunday. In the first incident, 50-year-old Craig Duncan of Buckfield in Reyes was stabbed during an altercation with another man. It's reported that at about 7 p.m. on Friday, Duncan was with other patrons at a bar at the entrance of the Reyes market when he got into a dispute with a man. A knife was used to fatally stab Duncan in the chest. Meanwhile, 46-year-old Marcus Winkley, a welder of Hollywood district in Steertown, was pounced upon by men armed with handguns on Sunday. Winkley was reportedly seated in his black Toyota Fielder motor car when he was shot multiple times in the upper body. Two brothers killed in Westmoreland car crash. Two members of a Strathbogie, Westmoreland family died following a motor vehicle collision on the 3 Mile River Main Road on Monday. Dead are 21-year-old Omario Brown and Javel Brown. According to reports from the Frome police, at about 1:40 a.m., Omario was driving a Toyota Axia with Javel aboard. Detectives say initial investigations indicate that Omario lost control of the vehicle, which ran off the road and collided with an ackee tree. Emergency service providers were summoned to the scene, and the firefighters got both men from the wrecked vehicle. The men were transported to the hospital, where they were pronounced dead on arrival. Two men in Spalding robbery attempt hospitalized under police guard. Two of the four armed men who were wounded during a standoff with the police in Spalding, Clarendon on Sunday afternoon, are in hospital under police guard. Assistant Commissioner Calvin Allen, commanding officer for Area 3, says the police have taken all necessary measures to thwart a potential escape. ACP Allen said the police officer who was wounded during the standoff is recovering. The Area 3 commander says a CT scan was done, which revealed no serious damage to the officer's shoulder, where he sustained a gunshot wound. The bystander was also wounded and has been treated. It's reported that a police team was on patrol in the Spalding area when they observed men alighting from a motor car. One of the men was armed with a rifle. The police accosted the men who opened fire in response. The authorities returned fire, during which the officer was wounded. The men ran into a supermarket where they barricaded themselves, escalating the fiery exchange to a hostage situation. The police began negotiations, and after just over 2 hours, the men surrendered. The two wounded gunmen were taken to hospital, and the others are in custody. The gunmen live-streamed their surrender. 4 weapons, including a rifle, were recovered. Ex-soldier charged for involvement in St. Andrew South gang feud. An ex-soldier has been formally charged for his alleged involvement in an ongoing gang feud within the St. Andrew South Police Division. The Jamaica Defense Force, which has assisted the Jamaica Constabulary Force with its investigation, says the ex-service member has been formally discharged from the military. The JDF says while it cannot provide specific details at this time due to the ongoing police investigation, it is committed to transparency, accountability, the rule of law and the due process. It says it will continue to work closely with the JCF to ensure justice is served and that the integrity of the organization is upheld. The former service member was detained by the JDF before being handed over to the police. Policeman among 6 charged by MOCA smishing scam targeting elderly NCB customer, a policeman, a security guard, and a sales representative of a telecommunication company are among 6 people charged by the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA in relation to operations last week in connection with the multi-million-dollar smishing scam of an elderly National Commercial Bank customer. Police Constable Marlon Rowe, 35, of Sunset Crescent, 4 Parts, Clarendon, 27-year-old security guard Shamar Comock of Manaview Drive, Kingston 8, and the 26-year-old Kimore Peters, a flow sales representative of Box Common, Clarendon, were all charged with breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act under the Larceny Act on Friday, December 6, following their arrest between Tuesday and Wednesday last week. Also charged are 31-year-old electrician Nimoy Rodney of Miller Lane, Old Harbour Road, St. Catherine, 34-year-old Glenisa Smith, customer service representative of Holdrope Road, St. Andrew, and the 27-year-old Zoe Foster, a cashier of Top Hill District, Junction, St. Elizabeth. Foster was slapped with an additional charge of facilitating the use of criminal property. According to Major Basil Jarrett, Director of Communications at MOCA, the 6 people are suspected of being part of a wider cyber-enabled crime group under the arrest and charge, demonstrates the agency's resolve to dismantling and disrupting organized criminal enterprises. The 6 are to appear in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday, December 11. MOCA reported that the senior citizen, who is a Chinese businesswoman, was the victim of a smishing scam, which is a cyber attack that uses fake mobile text messages to trick persons into downloading malware, sharing sensitive information, or sending money to cyber criminals. The attacks are alleged to have taken place in March last year. The persons arrested and charged are believed to have stolen $45,000 and 7.4 million Jamaican dollars and distributed the funds to a number of beneficiaries using a sophisticated smishing scam, MOCA reported. Commission reconsidering decision to allow police to provide private security. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake is now reconsidering his decision to allow members of the force a certain degree of freedom to provide security at private events. The disclosure was made in the latest edition of the Force Orders. Commissioner Blake's reconsideration comes on the heels of an event dubbed Rebel's Birthday Celebration, Streetwear Edition. A video has gone viral on social media showing an altercation allegedly involving a policeman and the two social media personalities, TikToker TJ and his girlfriend Moya. The couple was seen being assaulted. The High Commander of the Jamaica Constabulary Force responded to the allegation by declaring police are permitted to undertake extra work, but they must uphold the highest professional standards at all times, whether on or off duty. Writing in the Force Orders, the Commissioner says if police cannot set a good example, the privilege of working off duty may be removed. Senior cop appealed for public vigilance and coming cops in Spalding clash with gunmen. Assistant Commissioner of Police Calvin Allen has reiterated an appeal to business people and citizens to be vigilant during the Christmas season. Allen, who is in charge of the police's Area 3 comprising Clarendon, Manchester and St. Elizabeth, stressed the need for people to be cautious.
Well, to all business persons, we are reminding everyone that this is the Yuletide season. So whether it is a business person or whether it is an individual going about their own personal shopping, engaging with ATM machines or doing large withdrawal of cash, we want for you to be extremely alert. This situation though highlights the fact that we, as we have promised, that we will be out here in our numbers in all shapes and form to offer that needed protection to the public. But at the same time, we are encouraging all business operators to be very vigilant in terms of how they operate, to engage with local officers when you have large cash to be transferred or to be removed to a particular area. We are ready to give that sort of support. It is high commendation to the men. They are naturally putting in play the training that they have received and continue to receive from our various tactical departments. And so we just want people to understand that when we speak about the JCF and our commitment to law, order and security, we mean what we say, and we are going to ensure that we give of our utmost best to protect the public.
St. Elizabeth farmers charged for lottery fraud. Investigators assigned to the Black River Criminal Investigations Branch have arrested and charged 2 farmers who allegedly used fake lottery tickets to fleece hundreds of thousands of dollars from an establishment in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth last month. Charged are 37-year-old Zanu Williams and the 26-year-old Javin Border, both farmers of Burn Savannah District, St. Elizabeth. Reports from the Black River Police are that between November 5 and November 9, 2024, both men attended a nightclub and encashed several lottery tickets amounting to $486,400. These tickets were later checked and were determined to be forged. A report was made to the police and the Williams and Border were arrested and later charged. Their court date is being finalized. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.